this is Jackie Ryan, and today I am going to be making some juice. And for those of you who don't remember, I am a certified raw food chef, and for 2 years I ate raw vegan. And of course I drank a lot of fresh, delicious juice during that time. As I'm making this, I want to talk to you a little bit about why juice is such a great thing, and we can talk about that as we go. The first thing I'm going to do is make some green juice. And Dr. Oz was a big proponent of green juice for many years and said that he made it every morning and took it with him to work. So I'm going to use his recipe first. So this is the Dr. Oz green juice, and it is made up of cucumbers, celery, parsley, some kind of green leafy vegetable. I use spinach, or sometimes I do kale. I have a few beet leaves here I'm going to use, and then I put a little bit of lime, or you can do lemon. I just prefer lime, and some nice green apples, which will add a little sweetness to it, so it's a little more palatable. And I choose to use green apples because green apples are low glycemic, and generally when you're juicing, you're doing it for health. So that's what I'm going to do. So we'll start with some apples. I have to tell you a couple of funny stories about juicing. My friend Shannon, who's my partner in the Sparkle Hood, which is a little organization that she and I created, which is basically OLD ladies, old ladies, who are not accepting growing old without a bit of a fight. So anyway, my friend Shannon was telling me about making this delicious juice that is made of green apples, parsley, and lime. And it ends up, it's so delicious, it ends up tasting a lot like kind of a limeade. So she had a friend who was really working on her health, and she taught her to make this juice, and her friend took the stuff home and made her own and reported back that, gosh, that juice was fabulous. And you know, it's even better with vodka. So there you go, do it your way. No vodka required, but if you choose. My husband, on the other hand, when I gave him his first juice, he thought it would be better with a shot of tequila. So obviously those aren't on the menu, but it's just interesting to see how different people approach health and nutrition. So far now we have some celery. I'm using 2 stalks of celery, and I'm using 1 apple, 1 Granny Smith apple, and now we're going to put in half of a lime, and again that's for the tartness and makes it kind of refreshing. You don't have to peel limes or lemons. It's fine to eat the peeling on those. Not so good to eat uncooked peelings on other things. I forgot to mention that one of my little things that's kind of a trick is that I like to put a little jalapeno in the juice to give it a little bit of a bite, and makes it a little bit more, I don't know, spicy. And sometimes I add a little ginger. I just don't happen to have any today. So now I'm putting in the parsley, and a trick with parsley is if you put the stems down first, the juicer will actually draw the parsley down into it, and it's much easier to handle than trying to push it in leafy in first. So getting there, and a little more parsley. Stem it down. There we go. It just draws it down. And then I have these beet greens, so I'm going to go ahead and feed those in as one of the greens that I used. A couple of leaves of beet greens, and then the final thing, the final touch, is some nice fresh organic spinach. And You know, it's great now how available organic vegetables are in any grocery store. They're all washed, pre-washed, and ready to rock and roll, so you can just keep them in your fridge, and then juicing becomes a lot less of a event. It just works really sweet. So there we are, and I'm going to pause the juicer. I'm going to grab a nice little wine glass up here because presentation is everything. And I'm going to give it a little swish and pour it in. Yum. So cheers. Make yourself some green juice soon, because juice has micronutrients that you just can't get unless you eat the whole vegetable. And there's no way that you could eat all of these vegetables. If you juice them, I mean, think about it. I've just done like 4 vegetables in one little glass of juice. So cheers and enjoy.